Morning. Why do you have to grow a pair of balls to do what it is you want to do? Everybody has probably already told you this at least in one simple way, shape, or form. They told you need to grow a pair. You need to fucking wake the fuck up, bro. You need to be a man and start doing things. Start taking advantage of the opportunities in your life. Start actually taking accountability and taking responsibility for what is yours, for your time, energy, and effort. Today is a beautiful day, and you get to do what it is you want and what it is you will with the time you are allocated today. The energy that you have is to be spent as you want. But people will tell you, grow up here. Grow up here, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be a man. A real man should be doing this. And most of these people don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do and what you should be doing and what not. And that's up to you. But I'm here to give you my take on it. And so my take today, what I wanted to talk about, is why men should embrace doing the hard things and why men should do things that actually make them proud. And it is completely linked. If you always do something that makes you proud, something that you can tell your family, that you can show your family, you can be like, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is exactly my purpose, and you show them every single day that you're making progress on it, they're always going to be supportive of you. That's what you want. You want a supportive environment, not for who you are as a bad influence or as a loser, but a good influence, a supportive influence based on the fact that you are trying your best. You are growing at a steady pace. You are doing things more and more on a day-to-day basis. You are seeking to become better daily. Every single day that you go out there and you do your best. And people support, if people can get behind you and support that, then you'll have the most amount of energy like any fucking day of the week. Yesterday, I watched the fucking, the weather forecast. Hadn't done that in a long time. And it told me, tomorrow, there's a 95% chance of rain. Oh no! Is there any rain that you can see here? With this blue sky with no fucking clouds? No. And so, I am here grateful that I'm recording every single day in the morning, working on this side hustle as this YouTube channel I like to call. And I give it my all. I practice, I get better, I communicate ideas to you guys so that you guys can have a better life as well. I want to make the world a better place after I'm gone. And if that is the case, then my actions need to match that. And if I didn't grow a pair, if I didn't one day wake up and be like, and was like, oh, I really need to progress, I really need to do this, I really need to get good at this, I really need to get good at communicating to people, need to talking to people, being more social, being more myself on a day-to-day basis, nobody's gonna do it for me. And nobody's gonna do anything for you either. The whole point is most people are extremely selfish. And it is very rare for some people to be selfless. I've personally worked on myself over the past 4 or 5 years in order to get to the stage where I'm at, which is nowhere near where I want to be. But I'm at a stage where I have enough self-respect and self-esteem that I can just go out there into the world and have a conversation with someone and make their day better. Not necessarily tell them every single word they need to hear in order to feel better, but I'll tell them just enough so that my presence has a positive impact on their life. Oh, this guy was really nice. He really was encouraging. He really gave me energy. He really inspired me he just looked so well built physically, and he looks like he's super disciplined and he does this every single day, and he's just he feels like a magnetic positive influence in my life. And I want to have more of a chat with him. I want to know what he knows. That's what I want people to take from my interactions with them. And so if that is something that I wanted, the only way to be able to do that is to have enough self-respect and self-esteem to be at the point where I love being myself. And other people, if you love yourself, will love you at the same time. Because some people are at a stage of their life where they are not capable of loving someone else because they don't love themselves. And so by me loving myself, I'm able to love others in the same way. Like, I respect myself, I have the self-esteem to go out there and be okay having people disagree with me, having people not be okay with the fact that I'm a certain way, be not okay with who I am. And that's fine, because there are people that will be positively impacted by who I am. And that's the people that I want to make their life better. On a day-to-day basis, I can't tell you, recently I've been just going out there to work at a coffee shop, and every single day I talk with these random people that I see at the coffee shop, and I can now remember a few names. I've seen a few regulars, and I go up to them and I say, "Hey, I noticed you were here pretty often, saw you were working on your computer, what do you do?" And then we start a conversation, and then everybody wants to feel heard and wants to feel understood. And so if you can give them that, then everybody's going to want to be around you more. And this is one of the shorts that I posted, I think yesterday. Didn't get that many views, but it's basically the message I wanted to convey, which is social skills are actually a superpower. But if you are an introvert and you say, "Oh, I'm an introvert, I don't have any social skills," you are literally castrating yourself by using that as an excuse. That's what I used to do. I was born an introvert. I was always had a very small friend circle, had a very small personal social circle, didn't have that many people to talk to, was in a position where I was spending more of my time alone than anything, and I felt like that was fine. I didn't really care. And when I started business, I understood how fucking bad it mattered. Because in business, if you don't know how to talk to people, you're not going to close any deals. You're not going to grow your business. And so the whole point in social skills is to interact with people, not only for business, but also because you never know who you might meet. You might meet your next best friend. You might meet this like super great guy who might actually give you access to his personal network, and you might meet your lifetime business partner. You might meet your first client. You might meet your first best friend. I don't know. You might meet the love of your life. Who knows? And so the better you become at social interaction, the more people are going to want to gravitate towards you because they feel that you have a different type of vibe and energy, right? And so the whole point, and yes, I'm squinting because the sun is like right fucking there. Pretend I'm just, I like to say this because it's funny. It's like, just pretend I'm looking at your bank account. Can't see anything, bro. It's too small. There's nothing there. And so the whole point of growing a pair is to help you get the things that are hard to do right now instead of procrastinating or doing them later. You need to do them right now. So that way you know exactly what it is you are going to do. You do it, you get it done, you get better, and then you progress. This is what I did. I'll explain you exactly what I did when I was starting my business and I had never gotten a client before. I had only worked with a few friends, never gotten paid for over a year. Got to New Zealand, started doing a bunch of stuff, talking to a bunch of people, and then I noticed, wait a minute, I could actually just show up to these businesses in person and just throw a bunch of fishing poles out there, see who bites. And then I discovered, shit, this is actually extremely stressful because I'd never done it before. So every single time I was gonna walk into a business, I would feel like mega stressed out. And I had to go through maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 businesses before that went away. And now I could just do whatever the fuck I want. It's beautiful. I walk into a business and I'm like, name. And the person says, yes. And they give me their name. And it's like, I'm here to see the manager. Can you call them in, please? And it's like, oh, the manager's actually not here today. Okay, when will he be here? He'll be here tomorrow at 9 a.m. All right, thank you. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow. And then they fuck off. Or the manager's there, or the business owner is there. Hey, I'm here to see the business owner. You need to be like super fucking confident in what the fuck you're talking about as well. You need to go in there and you can't be like, hey, are you guys looking for so-and-so? No. Hey, is so-and-so here? Yeah, he's here. Can you go get him for me? Tell him it's important. And then you go get him, come back. Hello, who are you? Oh, I'm so-and-so. I help people do this. What's going on right now? What can you tell me that would make me want to pay interest in your business? Or you basically are looking to see if they would be a good product to buy. If you come from a mind of you're the one who buys something and they have to sell themselves to you, and you flip the conversation like that, they basically are going to feel like, okay, this guy has experience, this guy knows what he's talking about, and he's not just working with everybody. He's not just going door to door. This is what I did at first. I went door to door and I said, hey, I'm just going door to door, talking to different business owners and offering like digital marketing skills. Are you guys, what are you guys doing right now? And every single time it says, oh no, actually, we're not really interested in doing that at the moment, because I'm selling to them. But if I do the opposite, which is I go in there and I'm like, hey, what the fuck are you doing like right now? Like in terms of the clients, are you satisfied with the amount of clients you're getting? And they're like, I guess, maybe, like, yeah. It's like, oh, that doesn't sound very promising. And then you let them talk, you let them open up, and then they give you all the information, and then you say, okay, well, based on what I can understand, I think you should be doing this, this, and this, because this is gonna give you this result. And I've actually just done this for another person down the road. If you're interested, we could like sit down and have a chat, see what we could do together. And then they're like, oh yeah, great, that would be amazing. That's how I got my first client. I walked into his business and I said, hey, notice you were doing da 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 da. So make it super personal. Notice you were doing da da da. I took a look at everything, and I think I could help you do some content. Would you be interested? And while I was doing the conversation with him, he basically just said like, yeah, I'm busy right now, but here's my number, here's my email. Just send me an email and I'll get back to you. Did that. He got back to me immediately, and then we set up a in-person meeting. We had like a coffee or tea or whatever together. Then we had a chat, and then our relationship started, and we worked together for like 10 months total. And that's like the most amount of experience I've ever gained while working with someone else. And so these types of encounters and doing and repeating this as many times as you can is what is going to set you apart. If you're an introvert, you need to go out there, you need to get rejected, you need to get exposure therapy, basically. You basically need to go to businesses, talk to them, go to people, talk to them, go see women, say, hey, you're beautiful, can you give me your number? I would really like to take you out. Do that as much as you can until rejection feels like, who cares? And I personally have gotten to that point now where I'm so confident in myself that I can just pivot any interaction the way I want it to go. And I can talk to anybody in a very situational way instead of just saying something empty, you know? Understanding social interaction and understanding how and what the strengths are that you have or that you can develop are extremely important in your day-to-day life. So you need to grow a pair, and you need to actually go through this process, even if it feels like shit, even if it feels hard, even if it feels annoying. You need to do it. You need to go through with it. Because if you do, you're going to be extremely happy. You're going to be extremely confident and extremely proud of the fact that you got better and you can now do more things. You have more opportunities at your disposal. As soon as you do this, your life changes. Well, this is what I'm talking about. I want every single one of you guys to take what I'm saying and put it into action. The whole point of this channel is so that you guys can make your lives better by doing what it is I do. Take inspiration from it. Don't necessarily do the exact same thing, but you can take my words, ideas that I give you, and you can apply them in your own life, test them, and then see the results for yourself. And if you have any questions about it, you can always ask me. No problem. I'm happy to help. And so, with that said, if you have any different topics that you would like to recommend, that you would want me to talk about, feel free to do so in the comments. If you have any questions, you want some advice, some feedback, feel free to ask in the comments as well. Happy to give you anything you need. And with that said, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you guys watching until the end of the video. And as always, it's a beautiful day. It's time to get back to work. More work. Always more work. It's a Sunday. Who cares? Like, there are people not going out today because they're tired, they're sleeping in, they're whatever. Not me though. Not you. Alright? Don't do that. Do better. And with that said, I will see you in the next one, as I post every single day. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.